The Ezreal here is basically already factored in.
Yeah, and that's the Ezreal's actually a big problem for DRX. I don't think, outside of Kingen getting on top of him, or Kingen or Pioshi, I assume, I don't know what the matchup is actually going to be. Because like I said, I like this way more. I hope they stick with this. They won't.
It'll be interesting to see if they can hold off Liv Sandbox, because Liv Sandbox got a lot of pieces that they really enjoy and that they have crushed better teams than DRX with. So that's all I'll say.
Maybe Liv Sandbox are finally transforming into a real LCK team, one that doesn't actually want to take any risks and make plays.
Yeah.
320 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. We're doing the Drake.
I don't think Croco, if probably
he could have avoided.
Yeah, took the sneaky route, and yeah. I really like this.
But Effort probably showed himself, and he's clearing all the vision now, so he definitely showed himself.
Yeah, but I'd imagine they don't expect him to actually be on it, and that's really nice. It's like using the
okay, we're just trying to do this. He has Flash and Cleanse available. He doesn't seem to care though, as the Q is going to land here from Croco, but he's not going to take that one. A simple Cleanse and ultimate coming in from Jun is enough to push them away. But, okay, here we go. We're trying to get on top of Jet. He has his flash, but he will not use it, as he says he's done at 14.5 minutes.
With it, we can use it to bolster a
야, 여기 미드 하는 거 이거 한번 보자. 나 공 있거든. 이거 한번 볼게. 고고고고고고. 음방 해보자. 킬. 나이스. 잘했고. 전령 치자 우리가. 전령 치자.
The stopwatch is really valuable. So in that regard, Effort kind of getting punished there, as they can't do Summit here.
Summit, I think he's just so dead. Yep. Immediately burst down. It seemed like he had zero clue, and there is zero vision. So with Croco up on the top side, he just seemed like he had no idea he was in danger. And Fate's kind of all by himself over here, but he's going to get a lot of vision on them. He has his teleport, so I think he wants to go back, buy an item, and then teleport back into the fight on the side of his team, and that he will do exactly. Summit is right behind them. He doesn't quite have Meganar, though, so he needs some time, but they're kind of between a rock and a hard place here. Pioshik sets up a nice engage, and that Galio ultimate gets a lot of value, but Croco gets a huge kick into the Gnar here, but Summit is trying to do this all by himself, as Fate, he was over there just chasing down the Diana, as Jet is just going to evacuate the rest of his team. The Dragon here will go the way of Liv Sandbox on top of the 2 kills.
I think DRX piloted that as well as you reasonably could have. They take into account Summit, immediately spread apart to make sure that the Gnar doesn't get too much value.
Himself, but they kind of got stuck here in a corner, all 5 of them. And they didn't really seem to know what to do.
And the immediate lockdown on Pioshik is really nice because it forces him to go in where he doesn't really want to. That knock-up from Jun almost saves this fight, but then Croco sets up really well for Summit. A bit disjointed as we see that Fate is off dealing with Pioshik in the top side, just getting greedy for that kill. Yeah, this one was really nicely done.
Clean.
Look, because he also...
It's right into the Meganar.
Yep. Summon and Croco.
But the Meganar is down for now, so he's going to try to regen that down on the bottom side of the map.
Actually not great. Summon, with that final auto, got his Meganar proc there.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be a while before Liv Sandbox you actually want to fight. Can poke though.
Yeah, you know, as you mentioned, you have this Ezreal, so this is one thing you can do. Just stay here as a Phalanx, deny them entry to the river, and DRX want to say no to that. They want to get in there. They know that now is the time to fight. Unfortunately for them, that engage was a little bit dicey, and Prince is just a turret. I mean, you're running straight into damage, and there's not much you can do, so they're just going to give away the Cloud Soul. And Effort's like, okay, we're ready to go, right? We're not going to allow you to do the Baron. We're going to take position in the middle of the mid lane and just hunt you down.
Yeah,
they didn't even do that.
We were calling for it.
Yeah.
You can just get the turret. You don't need to dive here. And Liv Sandbox doesn't. It's beautiful. Okay. Summit.
Pioshik is trying to make a play happen. No Meganar here, and Summit's just alone. He does have a stopwatch. The Salem's trying to get on top of the Ezreal, who does get over the wall. This Galio ultimate is going to create a lot of space, but here's Fate on the backside as well. Kingen is pretty massive, and he was able to tank up a ton of that damage. But We'll see, but again, the vision is here now. They know this Aurelius is popped. They have to engage. As in they go, Junt's going to go into his stopwatch to start. They're going to stop Liv Sandbox from doing that dragon, but look at the damage coming out from Prince now. And it might just be enough to push them away, but DRX, you can't not fight over this objective. So Pioshik coming around the bottom side. Summit trying to zone away Kingin, the scariest member right now on the side of DRX. The Summit is able to hop back. The damage still being done to the Elder. It's resetting a bit as there's the Moonlight Vigil coming through, but Prince is going to tank through that, of course, as Akali laughs at Galio. That's the side
gonna
story.
flip it?
Yeah, well, it looks like it. Kingin's getting in the pit, and look at that damage as Fate gets immediately exhausted. The smite did go down from actually the Lee Sin, but Fate's able to get out of that backline, take out the Galio. Kingin and Pioshik tanking for so long, but Pioshik goes down, and the dragon will be Liv Sandboxes, and that is going to be the nail in the coffin. Enough of the side games, that's going to do it. The triple kill comes through for Prince, and with that Elder, they should be able to push for the victory.
Stop giving Prince Ezreal! Stop doing it! It's not allowed!
It's banned, actually, in the LCK, but not banned in this game for some reason.
How do they keep getting away with it? Why do you keep getting the pick? I don't get it, Valdez.
After both ban phases.
At this point, we should know.
Well, maybe DRX will know for game number 2 because it's not going to help them here. As that's going to do it for game number 1. The Nexus goes down. Liv Sandbox will enjoy a very... And Prince, all the while, is just laughing his way to the bank as they pick up objective after objective, and then he just shoots everybody down.
Everyone who's like, Cloudsoul doesn't actually have value. I'd like you to go back and see how...
This is the draft this time around, so better things for DRX this time include, you know, a top lane for Kingin where he can get potentially more aggressive. They also deny Ezreal, and definitely something we might see. So some of the onus here, I think we'll have to, once again, lie onto Pioshik to try to help this out because Stroopwafel.
Yeah. Strobe
Well,
thank you very much.
Oh,
I do.
Strobe waffle.
Yeah, I do. Oh!
Yeah, this is the set thing, and you can get yourself in some trouble against Kalista if you do this. As First Blood, as they're trying to trade it back onto effort, the flash is required. Let's see how big this Renset can get. As Prince, he is taking a lot of damage from the minions, so he's not going to overdo it. But still, the First Blood is given to the support, actually, as now Taeyun hits level 2, and uh-oh, Prince is going to have to try to trade it back, and he's going to win it! He gets into the brush as well, no extra damage from the minions, and that is a couple of kills to the Liv Sandbox bot lane.
Early kill. And early daggers as Kalista are just so horrifying to play into.
Immediate flash
So
response.
nicely done.
As if he was expecting it.
And I thought, like you, that it's a combination of the minion damage, but also him recognizing, like, okay, my Ren cooldown is just a little bit too long. If I go in there and I take another Mystic shot and I keep tanking the minions, we're just gone. However... Still hovering towards top, and this is spotted.
Yeah, we do have Lee going up there, but another 2v2 down on the bottom side. That Haymaker not going to get too much done, and that is way too much damage now onto June. He's just going to go down. And look at this, 2v3 underneath, and Rise is coming in from the bottom side, and Taeyun's going down. The world is falling apart right now. The Realm Warp, they're going to force this. Nope, not even going to be able to get close enough to the wall. They just kill him. No flash used.
Let's just start drop. We just wanted to take it easy. If we want to go aggressive, we can. And it's set up here by June and Taeyun, who, in the desperation that is clearly plaguing DRX, want to desperately just try and get anything done. But even though that gank was really nice, like, Prince is still a level up on you. It's still a Fat Kalista. He has a summoner, a combat summoner up on you. You have cleanse, he has heal. It's just not going to work. And then this play, it gets spotted, Summit with the immediate response. even the kick from Jet can't keep Summon away there.
Oh, not again.
No.
Well, not much to say about that one. And I'm guessing with that control ward, he went into the river to put down a control ward.
And it's an unfortunate situation for a bot lane that when they came straight out of challengers looked a lot better.
Well, Croco's going to have to try to run away from this one. He has no flash, and the ghost is used. As the damage is trying to come in there, Jet's just going to kick him down. The follow-up from Fate is here, and this might just be a couple more kills. As they're looking for that route to come in, Fate will have it in just a moment, but they're still just going to get the kill anyway, and they even give it over to Prince, who roams up with effort. They're able to pick up yet another one.
To lose.
Very true, and I like how proactive they're being. DRX, they say, we can fight this. Unfortunately, I think the answer is you can't fight this. And yeah, they're just going to be forced to flash away. Again, it's like they're trying to make proactive decisions. They're trying to be more aggressive, but from this position in the game, you can't really do that right now.
Oh, God.
Kingen does have flash, but he's not even going to bother to use it here. As, okay, actually, that was a really nice timing to use it. Waits until everybody uses everything, and then...
Forget about that one.
Yeah.
This is exactly the kind of...
Uh-oh.
You need to win as Prince.
Prince he's trying to hop away now, but with the set on top of him, doesn't look like he's getting away. Now we got the Rise follow-up as Fate is looking to collect. He's going to hit both of them with the Everfrost. The damage, Yoshik takes forever to go down, and that's actually maybe going to save June at the end of it all. They love to fight, they love to get aggressive. They see enemy champion, they go on enemy champion. Now, Croco, thankfully, he has a lot of money in his pockets, and he's going to survive for quite a while. Nice dodge there as the Gnar is missing everything, but not necessarily Summit's fault.
Well, we didn't get, we got no kills
for
till 14 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, with Sandbox, like, we can just fight anything, right? Well, you can. This is an example of you shouldn't, because there's no reason for Croco to walk up there and eat that Mystic Shot. Unfortunately for him, as you pointed out, everyone flashes away from Summit, hence him not being able to act.
Which, yes, Jason Ezreal can follow up very nicely, but
there's also...
this comp never really came to fruition, did it?
No. There's also the Ocean Soul in 2.5 minutes, which you do not enjoy as a Pokemon.
Oh, that's going to be the stun right onto Pyoshik, and he is just all alone. He's going to flash here. The Fate's Call will be used, and that is going to be the kill. And now they just say, well, we have Callista who's super fed, and Rise who's super fed. Why don't we just do the Baron?
I like it. No jungler, no Moonfall, no damage. They should be fine.
Now let's see how the Shock Blast comes in. No, I don't even think Jace is going to get here on time. The amount of Baron damage that they have is pretty obscene, as that's going to be that, as yes, we will have a sacrificial effort. But at the end of the day, it's Baron taken with 2 minutes until the Ocean Soul. And that is a massive win here for Live Sandbox.
Well, if you have it for the next 2.5 minutes, allows you to set up for the easiest soul of your life. And it all starts with this pick on top of Pyoshik. Desperately looking for an angle. There's no vision. You don't know where everyone is. The rest of your team, even if you could go in, they're not there.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to follow up no matter what. The Realm Warp here, really nicely done. Everyone gets in as we see Prince forced to flash as the Face Breaker finds him and Afford. She's giving.
And they're giving up a lot of this river. Our Live Sandbox, I mean, DRX just push on in. They're going to find Jet. And here's the Realm Warp trying to get on in is Fate now. There's another stun is here, and DRX, they're not confident to press their buttons as in goes June. He's kind of alone. He's trying to get that engage going, but on the bottom side, we also have Pyoshik getting isolated here by the two of these guys. Summit and Croco once again join forces as Kingen, he is desperate to get anything done in this game, but he's just going to get 3-shot down by the Gnar. And do they even need the Ocean Soul now? Nope, they're just going to teleport in and look to end the game.
And why not? You can just call it here. Double teleport comes in on top side. They're just going to go past 2 turrets. And why not? You just took them down. You have an overwhelming gold lead. And For Liv Sandbox, this is a huge win. This was one I think they really needed to regain momentum. It's a team where, as we see, if they get a lead, they push it very, very well. Takes them some time to warm up.
There's 3 members of DRX available. They don't seem to care, though. They are very aggressively getting in here. But Summit is going to die, and that means that the game is not yet over. The Baron buff is going to time out. Keep in mind, they could have just taken the Ocean Soul and gotten 1 inhibitor. Instead, they went in, and now they're getting chased down. Thankfully, they're going to avoid that accelerated shock blast. But King, and he's on a mission. He's like, let me take the short way around and try to get some damage in. Here he comes, going to hit Effort, but actually doesn't end up doing too much damage. And the follow-up doesn't seem to be quite there. King, though, he's still looking at it as Pioshik now trying to set up the engage. They're trying to get on top of Prince, but he will live. They get the rise, though, and look at this. They're going to take down 3 members of Liv Sandbox just like that, and they should get the Ocean Drake as well.
Huge moment there for DRX. Not only do they not find a kill, but it's only a single Nexus turret that goes down. Now, Prince trying to sustain, as that's a nice snipe away. I think what you try to do here now is Liv Sandbox is just stall, because you're still fine. That was a, I want to say, 1.5 minute hold, and DRX, they hold on for dear life. Prince and Summit, you can maybe bully them away. You can't do this, though.
Oh, man, we got Teleport coming in, too. That is a really nice face breaker as June, he is making this happen. Prince now has to flash away, but it's Diana, as Pioshik is just going to shoot him down. And so they're going to get a bonus Callista on top of the Ocean Drake.
Does need to get his Mega Knob build up and avoid a collapse as Effort!
Effort, yeah, he's so tanky, though. He's living forever, but it's not actually going to be forever, and now his team is trying to commit afterwards. Jet trying to get in there, and Pioshik goes for the big engage, but it's not quite enough. Summit's on the backside as well. Meganar about to come in here. Not quite able to, though. Prince still hopping around, and that's really the biggest issue here for DRX, is that this Callista is totally unaccounted for, although Taeyun able to just burst down the rise as the teleport is into the base, and this game is just chaos right now.
Taeyun, he still lives. He can keep kiting them.
Undertow. Okay, he's going to use that shift.
The teleport?
Prince is just doing the dragon. He doesn't seem to care at all. He's like, okay, Kroko, we're just gonna all in on the dragon here. We can't lose it, right? Okay, they don't lose it, and now they're actually trying to fight here. And Prince has the GA, but the Olaf with the stopwatch, they're trying to survive for so long here. And they actually will. Prince finally will go down, but Kroko takes a bit longer. The 2 of them get the Ocean Soul, but they die.
I guess it's only 5k.
Are we just doing the Baron?
Game.
We're just doing the Baron. Okay.
Oh,
here we go.
Boy. Death kept finished.
Someone call in the trumpets. Here we go.
Taeyun lives.
Dinar misses. Taeyun is still alive. And on the backside, Fate is finally going to take him down. And that might be the one hope of DRX that does go down, as the set will also meet the same fate, and it's actually going to be the clean ace. And there you go. It's just the triple for Fate, and the job is done. The Rise ultimate for the cherry on top. And that is going to be Liv Sandbox picking up the 2-0 tonight. Super clean. Nothing to see here tonight, guys.
Oh, you can never count out DRX. But
that's just the way this game was meant to go.
Naturally.
Just Ezreal things. The stupid Ezreal numbers are back again after, I guess maybe a year.
승리
Thank you very much,
축하드립니다.
guys. We're here joined by the Liv Sandbox bottom duo, Effort and Prince, for the POG interview. Congrats on the 6th win of the split and ending your losing streak. How are you feeling, Effort? I'm happy that we were able to, finish our losing streak, break our losing streak, and it's a new begin for us. You are the POG leader on the side of the support here in the LCK summer. Yeah, I'm glad about the POG, but at the same time, I'm just happy that we were able to, come back online and get back to form.
텐션이 빠른 것 같기도 하고.
그리고 프린스 선수도
Prince.
서밋 선수가 경기 끝나가면서
At the end of the game, Summit said, through the thick and thin, we were able to, finish it, I guess. How was game number 2? Yeah, we were leading the game by far in the early game. And then, we got a little bit, caught off guard and we made some mistakes. So yeah, it's a bummer. But still, you guys were able to break your losing streak with this victory over DRX. You guys were finishing your first round with a loss and started off the second round with another loss. So what kind of feedback went back and forth during the losing streak? In the Taman and Africa series, I think the opponents played really well, but at the same time, I think we were not able to play as we normally do. So yeah, we focused on that. And Lee Sin and Leona were the two champions having a long losing streak here in the LCK, but Leaf Sandbox decided to take those two champions and, brought a victory over to those two picks. But we were not sure, just by looking at the draft, we didn't think that you guys would be able to easily get through the late game and come online. So tell us about the draft strategy in game 1. Because, we had, picks that really like to fight early on and also some of them scaling picks as well. So, once we get the priority, we knew that we're going to finish the game strong. And we kind of calculated all those kind of balance and in between our comps. And in game number 1, you guys locked in Nar and Lee Sin very early on, and then took Akali, Leona, Ezreal. Tell us about your draft. That was not a draft that we kind of prepared specifically. Those are mostly our comfort picks, and based on the picks that opponents locked in, we were able to pull off some of the comfort pick we have. So let's take a look at this replay where you guys drew a first blood and effort. You were being very vocal, so let's take a look at this replay together and listen carefully to Effort's preview. Effort, you said I have ult when your ult timer is about 10 to 9, 8. You still don't have ult, but you guys pretty vocal about that call. What was that bluffing, Effort? Let us know. You didn't have ult, but you told your teammates that you have ult. Your ult is up. Was that to boost your morale? Or your teammates? Or was that your mistake? Was that intention? I was about to say flash, but it got mixed up and I said ult. I think that worked, for sure. Prince, did you know he was meant to say flash instead of ult? I think I did an interview before, about the Effort only seeing the special angle, and I think it came out once again. And Effort angle never miss, and that's the point, and that's the strength of this player. In game number 1, DRX was so passive, but game 2, they become so proactive and aggressive. And we had a lot of actions happening on the bottom lane. Weren't you a little bit flustered to face a completely different team? I mean, our coaching staff told us that they're going to be more active and more aggressive in game number 2, and we should be prepared for that. But, we have been working really hard about this 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 fight early on, so we weren't too worried about it. I guess you guys predicted the feedback of DRX, right? Yeah, it's a prediction of a prediction. Double prediction, Then let's take a look at this 1v1 down on the bottom lane, and also 2v2. And that prediction on the set flash. So on point. You shouldn't really predict that. You have to react to that flash. I mean, that set kill, that was good. And then we had a massive minion wave. Also, your Rand was on cooldown. So weren't you a little bit worried about this 1v1? To be honest, I thought I might be losing this, but that that was the only option that I could take at that point. You know, I was just throwing my shot.
들었을 때는 여기서 프린스 선수 과정에서 뭐 좋아하거나 뭐 이런 것도 아예 없어.
We got it to hear the voice come as well, and you guys didn't sound that excited at that point. That was a bit dicey, but you know, I was very much relieved to see Prince winning that one-on-one.
이렇게 생각을 했거든요. 프린스 선수.
And Prince,
신나고 격양되고 그런 상황 아니었나요, 이 정도?
weren't you excited at that point? You were pretty calm.
연습 같은 거면은 이제
Well, if that was in screams or practice, you know, I could be more funny, you know, be more, you know, excited. But because this was a real game, I was focusing on what to do next.
목이 아파가지고.
And I wanted to just, you know, stretch my neck. I was feeling a little bit uncomfortable.
근데 그러면 좀 왜 이번 경기 이 두 번째
Then,
세트
why in game number 2
있었던 건지
did you guys get a little bit too excited or too romantic, you know, trying to finish the game up on the top side of the map? Those kind of dicey moments is all on me, you know. I make those calls. I was just like going too far forward because I thought we were just having a full control. In the end, you guys were able to, you know, get the dub. So I guess, you know, you guys can just go through this during the feedback. So tell us about your shot calls. We had the Ocean Soul, and we had a huge minion wave on the top and mid lane. So we wanted to force open a team fight around the Baron Pit.
그렇습니다. 자, 이렇게 해서 시즌 6승을 달성했고요.
And congrats on picking up your 6th win of the summer split. And your next opponent will be Genji. How are you going to prepare for that matchup?
1라운드에서 젠지전을
In the first round, Robin,
많이 아쉽게 졌는데
you know, we had a very intense series, but
정말
it was so close to winning that matchup, but we lost. So I hope we can, you know, end on a good note this time around.
네, 최근에 안 좋았던 모습들을 좀 지워가면서
We are trying to get rid of some of the mistakes that we showed early on. So I hope we can come back stronger for that Genji series. And this will be the end of the interview from Leaf Sandbox Bottom Duo Effort and Prince. And I'm going to pass it back to our casters. Thank you.